Naomi, Bill, it is an absolute honor getting to talk to you about today. I really enjoyed the film, so thank you for the time today.
Thanks for having us. I can see
Yeah,
a cool background there.
thank you. We have a big movie library in my house, so I want to put up some of your works, Naomi. So thank you. I appreciate
Thank
that.
you.
Yeah, now, Bill, I've read that it's very hard to get you a script for a movie people want you for. And Naomi, I heard a little story about how you literally went out of your way to get him the script. So, Bill, what does that friendship and collaboration with Naomi mean to you that she went out of her way for you?
Well, she was just looking out for her own personal interests, I
This is
think, and
true.
professional interests too. I don't think she was trying to help me in any way whatsoever. She knew I would work cheap. I was a local hire, so it was not. It was a kind of an easy one for her. But I know her, and so I got to pick up. I got to respond. But it was, the fact that she asked meant she'd already looked at it and it was going to be good, and it was. The script is great, the story is great, and Naomi is great in the movie. She outdid herself, to my thinking. I've never seen a performance like this from not just from Naomi, from anyone in a long time. It's an amazing job that she does in this movie, and so it worked. I'm taking a lot of credit for it.
Well, Naomi, you are really great in this film, and I think that it's lovely to hear that you wanted Bill again because St. Vincent was such a great movie together. So, what makes Bill such a great friend and collaborator and scene partner?
Um, well, yes, we had a great time on that first one, and I knew that there would be a shorthand. I knew he trusted me enough, and
Yeah, but you were never this good.
okay.
You were never this
I think
good.
I was pretty good in that.
No, yeah, you were okay, but you were never good like this. This is really good.
And I just knew he was
Never,
perfect for
ever
the
this
part.
good.
He's perfect. He's got all of the right things going: the humor, the charisma, the poetry, the soulfulness. You know, and it really needed that. He's the kind of guy that walks into rooms and everybody wants to connect with him, and yeah, so I felt it would be wonderful to get back in a room together to play, and the dog, this fantastic creature that she had to fall in love with while dealing with her anger and her pain and her frustration of the practicals of how to manage that in her very small, contained life.
She talked the dog into doing the movie too.
No, the dog was
Naomi,
found.
the power that you have in Hollywood, I love it so much.
And yes, the dog kind of reminded her of this guy over here, all of the same kind of energy.
Yeah, I totally get that. Unfortunately, I'm getting the rap, Bill. I'm
Thank
a
you.
massive Saturday Night Live fan, so congrats on 50 years. And you and Gilda Radner doing Lisa and Todd always makes me laugh. And I think it's some of the most iconic SNL characters in those 50 years. So thank you for all the laughs there as well.
Thank you. I love that girl. I still miss her like crazy. I cried like a baby when I saw her on the screen the other night. And doing that scene was so much fun because I just got to torture her. And it was so much fun. And she loved being tortured. She really did. It was fun. It was
I
fun.
love Gilda. This is the highlight of my year. I swear, hearing you talk about her. So this is perfect. So Naomi, congrats on Feud as well. I'm getting the rap. So I want to tell you, Feud, you were incredible in Feud as well.
Thank you.
Family Feud? I love
No.
that. Were you on Fast
Thank
Money?
you.
This is perfect. You guys, amazing. Thank you for the time. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
BC Minneapolis. Scott, David, it is really great talking to both of you. I really enjoyed the film, and those performances are so great. So thank you for the
Thank
time.
you. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Nice to meet you, Paul.
Yeah. Now, talk to me about adapting this book because it's written in a very unique way. So then how do you go and translate that into a full-fledged screenplay?
When we read the book, I think we saw, the spine of the book is a story of a woman losing her kind of best friend and mentor, having a dog foisted on her that she doesn't really want, and he doesn't want to be with her, having to deal with that complication in relation to the kind of rent-controlled apartment that she lives in, and then the slow burn love story that winds up unexpectedly happening between these two creatures. that's in the book. There's a lot of other things in the book, many digressions about the literary world and whatnot, but we saw that central spine story as the thing to start with.
With this big beautiful dog in this big beautiful New York City, like I think that was the other element that was really like that is going to be beautiful on screen. So
Yeah, New York is always a good character. I love the city of New York, so it always feels like a good character in a book, especially to see that it feels so big and lonely at times, to then have to go through grief. I thought was a really kind of good contrast there. David, talk about casting Bill Murray. I mean, he's such an icon. And was that kind of like dream casting that you would hope to kind of come through? And I heard Naomi got really involved in that too.
Yeah, well, yes and yes. I mean, it was a complete dream casting. And Bill is somebody that we have loved and admired for most of our lives. And he is the first person that we thought of to play Walter, and he's the first person that we spoke of with Naomi. And I think Naomi was a little bit afraid that we were going to ask her to reach out to Bill, but she just did that on her own because she really thought it was a good idea too. So she was our broker to Bill, and they're good pals. They've worked together before on a movie called St. Vincent, beautifully. And it was just great having their friendship and their already formed personal dynamic to be able to work with.
we were pretty sure because Naomi had called him that he would show up. But it's true what they say, like he doesn't have an agent, he doesn't have a manager, there's no publicist, there's no assistant, so it's just like, we've arranged his flights, he knows what time we're expecting him, like there's no one to call if he's not there, so, but he's never let us down.
Well, that's good. I mean, that would make me hyperventilate if I didn't know like that was going to be a for sure thing, but I love that that all handled. Now, your other great co-star of the film is being this great dog. Like, how do you go about casting an animal? Because he's so expressive and you just feel so much for the character, even though he's a dog. Like, how do you go about finding the right one just upon reading it?
The starting place isn't so different from other actors in that do you like their face? Is their face right for that role? I think sometimes actors don't really think that what they look like is going to have as much bearing on whether they work in a story or not. And that's only true insofar as sometimes you're just looking for a particular kind of feeling. With Naomi, for instance, her ability to convey an interior life, that vulnerability that she shows in her countenance, that's a really important part of why we thought she'd be so great playing Iris. So with Bing, we looked at many different dogs around the country, and we were looking at these dogs' faces thinking, do we believe that this is a soulful creature? And as soon as we saw, Bing was the last dog we saw after seeing many, we really felt like he was just the right one. The only glitch with Bing was that he was a little bit young. We were going to make this movie in 2020, just before the pandemic, and then that was the first major delay with that. So in the 4 years that we had to wait to make this film, he aged beautifully right into his role.
There were other dogs that were close, there were like dogs we were always like, I think I could see it, like, I'm not, yeah, I think so. But we kept looking, and I think that's the other way is when you stop looking.
I really didn't think we had a dog. Until we saw Bing, I thought we don't have the dog that.
It's so important. I totally get it. And he is like the one. I
Yeah.
see it in the film. I got the wrap. Thank you both for the time today. I really enjoyed the film, and I hope others get a lot out of it too. So thank you.
Thank
Hey,
you very
it's
much.
really nice to talk to you. Thank you.
I like your shelf.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it.
Very nice.